Hey everybody, back to make another Relic lineup video. And what made me want to do this was LouRokTV made a video the other day, and he was saying that some people had told him that they were reluctant to make a response video for his giveaway because they felt like their relics weren't good enough or they couldn't put together a team that was good enough. But as Lou was explaining in his video, it doesn't have to be like an epic team, so don't be intimidated by some of the responses you've seen. Doesn't have to be like the rarest, most expensive relics ever. It's all about just having fun with it, looking through your cards and picking out a few to put a team together. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be an elite squad. So what I did was I went through my random baseball hits box, not my Yankee box, not my Puerto Rican PC box, just the box where I keep all other random hits of other teams, and I started picking out some relics from there. And the requirement I set for myself was no Hall of Famers because, like I said, I wanted to show everyone that you can make a response for this without trying to put together the greatest relic team of all time. Still some solid players in here and some nice cards, but also some players that I'm sure only a few hardcore baseball fans will remember. But anyway, starting with a couple of current players. Leading off, the second baseman, Ketel Marte. He can actually play a lot of positions, but I put him at second. I got that relic in a giveaway win from Jerome Moore a few years ago, aka Yankees cards. So still have that one. And batting second, the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., numbered to 50. He's another guy that can play a lot of positions. Can play a couple of corner outfield spots, can play all over the infield, and solid hitter too. He's kind of a underappreciated player on that Blue Jays roster. And then batting third, the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. Now I said no Hall of Famers. This guy could have been a Hall of Famer with his numbers, but had the whole fiasco with Congress and then got the PD suspension after that. So didn't make it, likely will never make it, but still has tremendous numbers. One of the sweetest left-handed swings I ever saw. That's numbered to 36. And yeah, it's a really sweet relic card. I got that real cheap in an auction on eBay for like under $10. So you can find some nice relics without having to pay a crazy amount. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Big Mo Vaughn. Another one of my favorite 90s hitters, even though he is with the Red Sox most of his career. There he is with the Angels. But yeah, big left-handed power swing, and usually had a pretty good batting average too. It wasn't just like a big slugger swinging for the fences all the time. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Ken Caminiti. Yeah, another PD guy. If you have a problem with that, you know where you can go. I still have love for my PD guys. And he was like really fun to watch for a few years. Switch hitter with power. Won the MVP in '96, I think it was. And in his prime was a tremendous defensive third baseman too. Made a lot of great plays over there, but then had some back issues and some other injuries, so kind of fell off pretty quick after that. So what was that, 5? So batting sixth, the catcher. And yeah, I put this guy at catcher, Kyle Schwarber. Came up as a catcher through the Cubs system, but wasn't great defensively, so this team is going to suffer defensively at catcher. But again, that's just kind of what you have to do with some of these responses sometimes. I wanted to put this card in somewhere, so I said, you know what? I could put him at catcher. Nice Cubs patch there, numbered to 25. I also got this one pretty cheap too in a deafness auction as part of a lot. So again, you could find some nice relics out there. Next, batting seventh, the right fielder, and here's a guy that I'm sure most people won't even know. Yasmani Tomas. He's kind of a Cuban signing from the Diamondbacks. Thought he was going to be a pretty decent power hitter, but I think he only had like one full season in the majors and had some injuries. I think he had some off the field issues too. But that's just a really nice 3-color patch, number to 10. And got that one cheap too in a bargain bin at a card show for like $3. So again, just wanted to show that one, so threw it in right field. So that's kind of what you can do if you just have some relics you want to show. Just find a spot for them in the lineup. Case in point, this next guy I put in center field, the number 8 hitter, Austin Kearns. So yeah, our outfield difference is going to be pretty bad too, because you got Yasmani Tomas in right field, who was not a good defensive player, and then Austin Kearns, who I think mostly played right field and some left. But on this team, we put him in center. Again, that's just a nice bat card, number to 100. And then batting ninth, the shortstop, the guy who robbed Hideki Matsui of the Rookie of the Year in 2003. I mean, it wasn't his fault. He didn't do the voting, but yeah, I still kind of hold a grudge for that. But it's Angel Baroa. He won the Rookie of the Year with the Royals. He's with the Dodgers there on that bat card. And played for the Yankees too for like a dozen games or so later in his career. So that's it for the lineup, but decided to show some pitchers too, because I found a few, so figured why not. So the starting pitcher will be Jason Schmidt. Again, not a Hall of Famer by any means, but had some solid seasons for San Fran back in the day. And I had that relic, so decided to make him the starter. And then 4 relievers, 2 lefties, 2 righties. So first lefty is Dontrell Willis. Good lefty-lefty matchup guy there. Loved watching him pitch. It's a shame what happened to his career. Kind of fell apart quickly when he went to Detroit. And next lefty, David Price. Former starter, but now has turned into a pretty decent relief pitcher with the Dodgers these days. And then the 2 righties, my setup man, Rafael Soriano. That's a piece of his pants, and they show you the pants they used back there. But yeah, he was a decent setup man and closer for a few teams. Had a really nice season as the Yankee closer one year, where Mariano Rivera got injured and missed most of the year, and Soriano took over and got a ton of saves that year. But then kind of disappeared. I don't even remember who he played with after that. And then the closer is the guy who was the closer for the 05 White Sox championship team, Bobby Jenks. Black jersey there, you can hardly see it. But again, not the greatest closer ever, but had a few solid seasons and was a world champion. And I had that relic, so made him my closer. And then I also chose a manager just for the hell of it, because I saw this and again just wanted to put it in somewhere, so I made Todd Frazier my manager. I've always felt like he was gonna be a manager at some point, and still could be. He's only been retired for like a year. But yeah, great personality. I'm sure his players would love him and would go all out for him, so he's gonna be our manager. So there you go, a totally random relic team. I'm sure this team would not beat any of the other teams you've seen in the other responses, but that doesn't matter. It was still a lot of fun to put this squad together. So again, I hope a few more people make a response with whatever relics you have. Still a few days left. It's over on Sunday. And so that's it from me today. I will catch you guys again next time.